What's up, guys? Today is April 5th, 2017. My name is Max, and this is The Secret Life of a Wrestling Fan. Sorry, took me a few days to get this video up. I just now got caught up on Raw and Talking Raw. I actually went to go see the new Power Rangers with my mom. She took me in '95, a little kid, and now, the other day, I took her. Damn emotional moment. Booyah. Anyways, today I want to talk about Raw. I want to talk about Monday Night Raw. It's the Raw after Wrestlemania, which is synonymous with greatness. It's always the best Raw of the year, and this one was no different. The fans were on fire, there were beach balls, it was just crazy, and I loved it. Started off with Roman Reigns. When the show first opened, and we get to see the live feed, fans going nuts, chanting "Thank you, Taker," and then that came into just massive boos for Roman. Some very mean things the fans just chanted all at once. Fans are ridiculous how they can do that. I'll never understand it. Anyways, so Roman Reigns comes out, and he's like, "Hey guys," or he actually doesn't say anything. He tries to put the mic up, and he just gets massive boos until he shuts up. He actually only said 5 words at the end of it. It was, "This is my yard now," and oh man, his character, the people that made him, it's ridiculous. I don't get it. I don't get, how does he feel as a person? That's gotta suck, man. People just despise you. Or if you're a little kid, you kind of like him. But there are no, just lovers of Roman Reigns. And that's gotta be crazy for him. Next thing that happened, Vince McMahon came out. Huge pop for him. Of course, he's Vince McMahon. Looking super old. But comes out, he's like, "Hey guys, Mick Foley is gone. Mick Foley got fired. So let's talk about who is the new Raw GM." And he says, this guy just got inducted to the Hall of Fame, and a second later, Teddy Long's music plays. I thought that was cool. I wouldn't mind Teddy Long being the general manager. And then Vince is like, "Stop dancing. Ridiculous. Stop it. You're not it." And then Teddy Long just wants a cheap laugh. He goes, "My bad. Holla, holla, holla," and he leaves. So it's announced that Kurt Angle is the Raw GM. What? Super cool. I was always a big fan of Kurt. Even in some of those nonsense Booker T segments they had, those were not good. But I still tried to be a fan at that point. But I'm very happy he's with the company now. Again, he was with TNA. He did some indie stuff. He did some What Culture stuff. I really like What Culture. They're great. They're honestly one of the things that got me more invested in wrestling more recently. So Kurt Angle, new Raw GM. Very excited for that. Next up is the return match, the first Raw match in a very long time for the Hardys. The Hardys are facing off against the Club in a rematch for the title. They win. They did all their, they did the whisper on the wind and the poetry in motion. They did all that, very nostalgic stuff. He's not doing, from what I've heard, he's not going to be doing the broken delete character, which I don't know how I feel about that. I hope they are happy where they are now, and I hope they have a really good run. Because I love the Hardys. I've always liked Matt and Jeff Hardy. More Jeff, because Matt's just kind of a beat-em-up guy, and then Jeff comes in and cleans up, which is good tag team wrestling. Next up, there was a six women. Can I call them divas or women? I don't know. 6 females win the ring tag team match. Bayley's team won, but it was the return of Emma. Yay, Emma! I don't know how I feel about Emma. guess she's got some in-ring comedy. She I don't know how she is on the mic though. Like we'll have to see how she is moving forward. Next up, the New Day came out. Hey man, we were the hosts of WrestleMania, and they're like, but we're done being hosts right now. It's time for a match. And they opened up a open challenge, and the Revival. The Revival's on Raw. What? Pretty dope. I want a DIY, but whatevs. I like Giant Wrestling. He's dope. So Revival's on Raw. They win their match against the New Day, and then just to be jerks and submit that they are heels, they like try to break Kofi Kingston's leg. I like the Revival. I do. They're a very good tag team. They don't have like a gimmick. They just like to be awesome at being a tag team. So, I'm happy for them to be back. Next up, Brock Lesnar, and he's the new champ. He's the new Universal champ. Him and Paul Heyman come out, blah, blah, blah. Who are we going to take on next? And it seemed to be, they were talking about like Roman Reigns, or like some of the bigger names. I think they say Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, blah, blah, blah. The fans were going nuts. They were like, we want Finn! Finn Balor, get in the ring right now! But instead of Finn, we got Braun Strowman, which I don't care. It was a weird promo. He's like, hey man, you got my attention, new champ. I want you built. And then Brock like put it on the ground. He's like, let's go right now. I'm Brock Lesnar, bitch. And Braun was like, not today. Tea time. It's pretty soon. So not today. I don't know how I feel. Next up was Sheamus and Cesaro versus Enzo and Big Cass for the #1 contendership. I really dig Sheamus and Cesaro's entrance and their attire. I think it's pretty cool. Sheamus and Cesaro, new #1 contenders. Enzo and Cass had a weird promo with Kurt Angle though. Like it showed a little bit of what Kurt Angle used to be. They did the SAWFT, and when they left, Kurt Angle was like, "That's not how you spell soft." It was funny. It was nostalgia, funny. But yeah, Sheamus, Cesaro, new #1 contenders for the Hardys Championship. That should be good. That should be a good little rivalry we have there. Next up, Jinder Mahal and Sami Zayn, and that only happened because they came into Kurt's office and started a commotion. And Kurt's like, I hate you both. Go in the ring and settle it there. And you know what? Jinder Mahal's not terrible. He's trying to be on his own, and I respect that. His knee attacks are deadly. I like those a lot. But Sami Zayn won. Yay for Sami. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means moving forward. Hopefully, one of them, Jinder Mahal or Sami Zayn, gets a title shot at some point. I like both of them. I don't think Sami needs a title because he's just I didn't like him with the title before. But Jinder might be good with it. He's a good heel. He's a good bad guy. Next up was a tag team match. It was supposed to be Chris Jericho and who was it? Oh, Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. But the Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens, when Chris Jericho was making a promo, just attacked him. They were like, beat you up. So they beat up Chris Jericho, and Kurt Angle's like, don't worry, I'll find you a partner. So everybody's in the ring. Seth Rollins comes out. Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe come out. Finn Balor. He's the surprise guy. It was pretty cool. You know, it was good to see Finn back. I knew he was back because of the I guess he came back at like house shows and stuff. But it was cool to see him back on Raw. I'm very happy. He's the first Universal Champion, and hopefully he has a good run ahead of him. Like, hopefully he has a good career ahead of him. He's obviously a main event star, But we'll see. Like, I can't tell the future. I just tell what I think is going to happen. After Raw ended, I was, catching up with Raw talk and whatnot. They were talking to, like, Bailey and the Hardys. And I think that was it. It was a very short one. But Goldberg came to the ring and gave his, like, I'm gone speech. Or am I? He's very weird about that. He brought his son in, and his son fell, and he make a little joke about it. It was something. I don't know. I don't really care for Goldberg. Like, I'm happy that he wrestled for his family and all. I was just never a big fan. Maybe it's because I didn't grow up watching him, but watching someone beat another person, like another athlete, in like less than 2 minutes, it doesn't feel good to me. But anyways, that's what happened on Raw. If you guys have any comments, what you think might happen in the next few weeks leading up to Payback, let me know. Leave a thing in the comments, and be sure to like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends. I will see you guys next time.